Hi, Romans here and welcome to another music review. Today it's going to be Slipknot, The End So Far.
Music review. Music review.
This is their 7th studio album and it came out a couple days ago. As of now, I've heard it 6 times, so without further ado, let's dive right into the review. I think everybody's gonna be talking about the opening track, Adderall, if I pronounce it right. It's a very eerie and even quite dark as a track, but it's definitely very accessible. There are no guitars, it's mostly based on synths and bass and some drums and percussions. Slipknot have done that before, but every time the song got really metal and brutal halfway through or towards the end, this song doesn't. So in a way, it defies expectations. It's definitely not a song you would expect from Slipknot, especially not as an opening track. And I really like it that they are going for something quite different. The Dying song is a song I made a reaction for, you can check it out here, and my opinion hasn't changed. It's still an awesome tune that's basically like this essential Slipknot song. Then we have the Chapelton Rag, which is the perfect example of that sheer brutality and the evil that Slipknot can portray. It is almost as if their music creates this world where it's basically Halloween and Mike Myers is trying to kill you, but there are also like a bunch of clowns. It's a very depressing, very negative world, very ugly world. It's still a very immersive experience. Their music is, I think, also a perfect soundtrack for post-apocalyptic worlds such as that in Mad Max. This song almost goes to the black metal territory, and even though we have a little bit of melody in the chorus, it's among the heaviest tracks on the album. There are other songs like that, like for example Warranty or H377, and these tracks are kinda aimed at the old school fans. Emotionally very heavy song is Yen that reminds me a little bit of Vermilion from their Volume 3 album, especially in verses, how it's laid back and kinda depressive but not very heavy. But when the chorus comes, they go in with full power.
Can you cover me?
Just a little reminder, I dropped the first music video for the song Wrong Doors from my upcoming 2nd studio album. If you like metal that is progressive but also epic, go check it out, I think you're gonna dig the track. Hivemind has a very cool beginning that sounds like from some soundtrack. This song for the most part kind of reminds me of that brutality of like Pulse of Maggots, but then we have a very melodic chorus that is much more reminiscent of Corey Taylor's other band Stone Sour. They've already done this in the tracks like Before I Forget or Psychosocial. Heirloom is essentially like a mainstream rock song, quite similar to Dead Memories. And the final track, Finale, is also really melodic, really catchy, and I love the inclusion of the chord that creates this uneasy feeling, and it's definitely an unexpected element here.
And now it's the same, it happens every day, but I like
it. To sum it up, I really enjoyed this album. I think it's a great record, but to some degree this feels like their most accessible and the most commercial Slipknot so far. It's been 3 years since I listened to their previous album We Are Not Your Kind, which I made a review for, you can check it out here. I really enjoyed that album a lot, and to me it sounded much more brutal, much more experimental, much more scary and creepy. But this record proves that Slipknot are still in their core artists who simply need to move on, they need to try out new things. Even though I liked We Are Not Your Kind more, which is kind of interesting because I read this interview where Corey said that he's much happier with the new album. So what about you? Let me know in the comment section below whether you agreed or disagreed with me. If you are a Slipknot fan, let me know how well do you think it compares to their previous albums, maybe which one is your favorite one. All of the links where you can follow me are in the description of this video below, along with the link to my Spotify playlist, which I'm updating every 2 weeks, so be sure to check it out. I think you're gonna find a lot of interesting artists there. Also, if you like this review, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. You can check out my own original music, my live performances, my pretty popular worst to best series, and quite a lot of other reviews and reactions and whatnot as well. Thanks a lot for watching, you maggots.